Hi class, this is your instructor Sean Griffin here to give you some feedback on the MMC pages that you submitted. So let's get started. First off, I'd like to say I apologize for not grading for so long. That's just how I work. That's typical. A lot of assignments will pile up on me, but there's a reason for that. It's not just because I'm lazy and don't want to grade. I like to let people work at their own pace and then grab all of these, as many as I can get from students, together and grade them all at once. So since there are so many individuals who still hadn't gotten to this point, I'll wait because I'd like to give you all feedback so that you can see what your classmates are doing with the same assignment that you received. So here we go. I'm just going to quickly run through a few of your classmates' pages. I think there are 13 of them, so let's get started. And I won't mention anybody's names, I just want you to see what they did. So here's our first page, and just look at the colors. There's the music, here's the Metro page, here's the culture page, and back to the home page. Alright, so observations, and this is going to be true for a lot of your sites. I think that the images could be a little bit smaller. That's just one of the only major criticisms that I have. Is I think that we should have thumbnailed a little bit. We don't really we didn't have the ability at this point when we were creating these really to get into an image editing application and work with it too much. So I really want to encourage everyone to get into that either the GIMP editor or Photoshop or Fireworks or that online image editor and really work with it and play around and see what it can do for you. Alright, here's the next student page. Let's look at their music page. And Metro. The stylings will all be the same. And culture. So I like this. Everything is consistent throughout the site. This right here I think was my favorite. And I'll tell you why. The CSS was complex. It was extensive. It just looked like the individual really put a lot of extra work into this page to get a different product than I was expecting. But nonetheless, it's still a music, Metro, and culture page. Look at the layout. That was the home page. This is the Metro page. Scroll down a little bit and see what this individual did. It's pretty neat. So there's a lot of imagery on here, which I didn't expect. It's just neat that they put that much imagery on here, and the way that everything is formatted is very nice. Alright. Now, I'm not crazy about this, but I did mention to this individual that I applaud their efforts to spice it up maybe. Can't remember what I wrote exactly, but look at this thing. This header banner, MMC, looks like an animated GIF. That's my guess. But look at what they did to the page with the little hearts. Oh, it's so cute. And I really did like this. I thought this was an interesting and creative use for text. These little asterisks. That's pretty cool. I really like that this individual did that. And as you can see with all these pages, you know, everybody's come in and they've styled this first letter and you know, they made really good use of classes throughout the document. Okay, so there's that page. That's the music, Metro, and culture page. And I like this page. I like the imagery that was chosen. Now, one of my criticisms here to this individual was just that I think that the images should be processed such that the thumbnails here are all the same size. Okay, and I just think that would look better. So there's no point deductions for that. I just think it would look better. All right, the next page. See the different colors for the borders. Red up top, green, blue down below. There's the, oh, there's a broken page. Here's the music page, the Metro page. Yeah, that looks nice. And the culture page. Let's look at another student. Now, here's another interesting thing. I was looking at this picture of the piano player, and then down below there's an image, an actual image. What I thought would have been interesting is to use all images or all clip art throughout a site, because it starts to give it a certain look and feel if you're consistent with using either imagery or clip art or certain types of images. But you can brand your pages that way. So branding, let's talk about that real quick. That's just the general look and feel of your pages, the font styles that you use, the colors, the consistency of the placement of the elements from page to page. That's branding. You know how Walmart, Targets, some stores always look the same. Well, they have specific colors and they look the same, and specific fonts and specific arrangement actually of those stores. So this is branding. Here's the Metro page and the culture page. Pretty cool. And some of these, this page for me, just these blues with the greens, it's subtle. It's just very easy on the eye, but yet the text is still very readable. There's enough of a contrast there. All right, this one's a little bit brighter. Very cool. Now, my criticism of this, not to be too harsh, I just felt like it was very busy. The thing that this individual did that I really liked was they experimented, which I have to applaud. I think that's fantastic. They experimented with their CSS. How so? Look at this. Up here at the top with the links. Okay, they got CSS there. They styled this. They styled this Shanghai Tower. So looks like they have a class going on. But look, here's some red down here. They did a different style, and there's always these red boxes, and I guess that's information about that particular city or culture or music. But for me, since there are so many different styles, I just felt that this was a little bit busy. But I do like the effort. And I like the little notes here. A+++. Give me an A+++. Alright, here's the music page and the culture page. Alright, next. This is the home page. Here's the music page. The Metro page, and I have to tell you, this individual, I like Deep Ellum. I didn't grow up there or hang out there extensively, but I used to hang out there, and I like Dallas. I've never been to New Orleans, but I think I should go. Yeah, DFW music scene, cool. Ooh, gun culture. Alright, here's the next page. This is the home page, and here's the music page. Marilyn Manson, that is one freaky looking dude. He used to date Winona Ryder? I just don't get that. I have no idea what he's really like. Rammstein, rock on! Here's the Metro page and the culture page. Now, here's what I'm going to say about this page. You're looking at the same thing I am. Is it burning your eyes out? These two colors, the blue and the red, these are called complementary colors, and they're opposite on a color wheel. And they actually create quite an electric effect. And typically, I would like to stay away from these. It makes it look a little bit like candy on the screen, and very highlighted and fluorescent, and so it makes it a little bit difficult to read. It just drives me nuts. It's not that I'm criticizing the page, it's just these two color combinations just do that. And it's kind of neat, it's interesting if you're doing this for branding purposes. That's fine. The only place that I would caution you not to use this is in a corporate environment. But that's fine, it's interesting. It's very bright. Alright, now we go to something a little bit darker. So look at all the different colors that people choose, right? Now I have to ask you all, do you choose these colors on purpose? Like this Exorcist Vomit Green here? And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make fun of anybody's color choices, but I just am seriously wanting to know, how do you choose your colors? And maybe over the next couple of weeks we'll talk about colors. There's nothing wrong with anything that anybody's done. Seriously just wondering, how do you choose your colors? What do you go after? Are these your favorite colors? Do you feel like these colors mesh well together, such as the green background with this brownish border, which, you know, I think is fine. Let's look at your music page. Okay, here's your Metro page and your culture page. Very cool. And I like some of the comments that you put in here. There's a lot of interesting reading. You guys crack me up, so appreciate that. You kept this interesting. All right, here's one of the last two. Music, Metro, and Culture. Let's look down and check out the home page. All right. Music. Another cool thing about this is I get to learn about bands and culture and see them through other people's eyes and what they write. That's kind of neat. I like to read these while I'm grading them. As a couple of you will have noticed, because you got points off for not having grammar and spell checked your pages. Sorry, you gotta put out professional products. Yeah, I know. I have some errors in the material too, right? But still, you need to spell check and grammar check. Mexico. Nice hat. I have a hat like that, actually. It's around here somewhere. All right. This homepage doesn't really exist other than this. Somebody needs to create a homepage. Don't make me call you out. All right. Eminem. He's my hero. And Bubba Sparks, he's my other hero. It's so funny that you chose these. I actually do like them. They make me laugh. All right, here's the Metro page. And here is the culture page. And what's interesting, everybody seemed to follow the instructions really pretty well and turned all of their images into links. I found that the CSS was adequate and it was doing its job in most cases. So I'm very pleased with this set of assignments, and I just wanted to give you a little feedback and let you see some of your other classmates work. Okay, and I will do the same thing when I get around in the next couple of days for the Hilltop Kite Festival. All right, see you online.